Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre Motherfucker! Yo! Yeah! Anyways, this is a little bit of a video about one of my favorite. Damn, that hurt. I don't know my own strength. Jesus Christ, I think I knocked my damn shoulder out my damn joint. I knocked the wind out of myself. I think it hurt my wrist too. I'm a beast! Built like a bear. I'm like a damn wall. Yeah! Ow, damn. Sorry, I should not have fucking done that. God, so stupid. Anyways, this video is about one of my favorite series, and I'm going to have a little bit of joyous tidings of great joy that I want to say about the damn series. And why it's probably one of the only series that has really just made me want to branch out beyond the games. And that is the Dragon Age series. One of the best fucking RPG series in existence. Period. And yes, I like the second one too. The second one is the weakest one in the series, but it's still badass. Don't argue with me. I know what I'm saying, and so with millions of other fans out there who love the Dragon Age series. They love the second one just as well. And I know your complaints for the second one. I have those same complaints, but you still don't shit on what's good about the game. Yes, the backtracking environments and the lacking of environments was shit. Inquisition really blew it out of the park with that, though. Inquisition is by far my favorite one, and people will argue whether or not Inquisition or Origins is better. I think Inquisition is better because it's more prettyful, it's more colorful. I just think it's bigger. I think it's better. If you like Origins better, that's fine. I'm not shitting on yours. You're not shitting on mine. It's not happening. The whole series is great. Anyways, what I mean about branching out beyond the whole series is the fact that I ended up getting 2 books. Now, of course, excuse me, when a video game series gets really big, they come out with novels, they come out with comics, they'll have soundtracks, they'll have other books going deeper into the lore, the characters, or whatever the case may be. And that's also kind of how it is with me when it's dealing with these right here that I got that you can kind of see behind me here. I'm not going to show you the games because, well, if you're a gamer, you're looking at this channel. If you know about the games, you know about the games, and I don't need to show the cases. I have no special editions or nothing like that because it's too damn expensive, and I don't go for that shit. I'm gonna take something out, look at it once, say, ooh, and put it back into the box for it to be in there for all of eternity to never be seen again, or just gather dust or whatever. Not happening. Rather save my money. So, anyways, with that being said, you know what the games look like. You know, you got Origins, you got 2, and you got Inquisition. Oh yeah, by the way, you also have what is it? Whatever that, damn it, whatever that expansion pack was for the very first game for Origins. I forgot what the damn thing was called. Awakening, I think that was it. Yeah, and that was on a standalone disc just as well. It wasn't just downloadable. It was standalone on its own separate disc. So anyways, what I mean by branching out is I got these 2 books, and I haven't read all the way through them. I'm almost done with one of them, and that's actually the smallest one of the 2, and I just started on the next one. But basically, it is like, I don't know if it's all the lore from the games that's in there, along with extra stuff, or it's just separate extra stuff that you can read to get into the whole Dragon Age universe. But there's a lot. I'm telling you, you talk about an expansive universe, this is a freaking expansive universe. Especially knowing how big these are. You could kill somebody with these damn books. They're so huge. They're heavy as shit, too, man. Like shit bricks. People say, I'm so mad I can shit bricks. That hurts your asshole. But if shit were bricks, they'd be like this, but they just don't look like it and smell like it. Anyways, but anyways, this is the first one. It's called The World of Thedas. Dragon. I think that this was there's only 2 that was released. I don't know if there's another one that's coming out. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's this is the smallest one of both of them, and let's see, what's it say here on the back? Uh, what is it? Illuminating the darkness corners of the deep roads to the most, what's that word? Illusory, illusionary. I don't know. I can't read. I'm stupid. Oh, that's it. I don't know a fucking word. It's Illusory. Illusory. Reaches of the Fade. Whatever. It states that Dragon Age: The World of Thedas Volume 1 takes you on a journey through one of the most fully realized fantasy universes of our time, and I honestly agree with that. Designed to be both accessible and comprehensive, this inviting tome brings you up to speed on everything you need to know about the regions, religions, monsters, magic, and more. Yeah, it's got a lot of crap in here, dude. I mean,
let me just try to give you a little flip through here. I hope my book thing don't fall out. Well, I'm going from the back to the front because that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, okay, we'll shut up. I'll try to flip this as best as I can without my thingy falling out. I said thingy. But yeah, this has got some really high quality pictures on here, and it's just really pretty. I don't know if I did a video about this or not, or said something about it. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking care, but I'm doing my own little thing on here because I freaking feel like it. So there you go. Own little video. Oh, it smells so nice too. It still has that new book smell to it, you know? Get you high off of the damn paper and the ink and the damn thing. But anyways, yeah, and this is the second one here. Now, obviously, this one is thicker and it's bigger for sure. I don't know if I did a video about this or not, or I mentioned something. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. Just watch it. But yeah, this is the largest one, and I think this one came out like after this one. I think did come out after Inquisition did, or around the time that Inquisition did, or maybe right before it did. Anyways, but it has stuff in here dealing with the Inquisition. I think it's either this one or that one or both. I don't freaking know. But let's see. What was the next one this year? It says here on the back. It says, "From heroes and villains to poetry and recipes, Dragon Age: The World of Thedas Volume 2 puts BioWare's masterpiece of fantasy at your fingertips. This comprehensive tome takes you inside a universe legendary for its rich lore and unforgettable characters through stunning art and inviting prose, Prose, whatever, created by the very artists and writers who brought it all to life. As accessible as it is in depth, this attractive guide is a perfect entry point for newcomers and the ultimate resource for dedicated fans." And this thing is heavy too. You could just, this would be back in the Attitude Era of WWF days. It'd be a great weapon, just a bam, knock the hell out of somebody. What the hell? Anyways, but yeah, let me try to flip through this one because this one is probably like, it's got to be like double the thickness. That's what she said of of the first one. But yeah, let me try to hold this up here and try to flip a little bit through it. The damn son bitch. But damn it, my thing fell out. Let me hold that page there, you son bitch. Shit. But yeah, this one has a lot more words in it, so you got to read more. It's got a lot of pictures in it too, a lot of gorgeous artwork just as well. But there is a lot. That's in here. Well, that was in there that I just flipped through. I tried to do it all in one breath, but I try not to wear myself out at the same time. But yeah, look at that. Ain't that cool? That's my little bookmark. Hunting permit, zombie permit. Why would you need a hunting permit for hunting zombies? If it's a zombie apocalypse, you don't need nothing. You just need to survive. So kill them all. Yeah. But anyways, those are really in-depth thingies because as I'm playing the game, I'm not going through and reading these things. I might try to research a little bit of stuff for the stuff that you pick up through the game. I might read a little bit up on it if I want to explore a certain character or enemy or whatever the case may be or whatever part it is in the story, whatever. But the fact is that I just don't bother with like going through and reading them because I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game, and the thing with these, I'm guessing it probably still has the same lore and everything that's in the games, along with extra stuff like I mentioned before. I'm not really sure. Some of the things I've read in there have been from the game, which is all well and good because it's so pretty to look at. And I mean, this high quality paper, it's hardback, everything is high quality. It would have been better, I think, if it would have came in softback, just so I could have gotten it at a cheaper price. But I don't think they're at their, I don't think they have softback prices. Softbacks dealing with said books, but it's all well and good. Still really awesome. I'm continuing to read through them. I'm almost done with the first one, like I mentioned from before. Don't know if there's going to be other ones coming out. I can't wait for the next Dragon Age game, so we'll just go ahead and leave that out there whenever that's going to be. Because I'm still working through my other playthroughs on Inquisition, because I already beat it once, and I love it to death. I want to find out the other story paths and other class types and everything. Just everything. I just want to soak it all up, man. It's like a digital drug to me, and it's a healthy one at that. It's just, love it. Love it. Just freaking love it. But anyways, my whole thing of dealing with Dragon Age is that I love everything about it. I love the characters. I love the story choices. I love the action. I just love everything that it encompasses, and I'm a huge fan of medieval fantasy. I also love sci-fi as well, which I also love the Mass Effect series also. BioWare does both of them, but I lean more towards the Dragon Age series just because of the fact that I'm more into medieval fantasy. My opinion, not yours. If you're into sci-fi, God bless you. Whatever. If you're into it more than medieval fantasy, so be it. If you don't like medieval fantasy, so be it. I'm telling you, I love both, so just accept that as it is. Don't be hating, player. Don't be hating, player, on somebody who likes medieval fantasy more than science fiction. That's just how it goes. Be happy I'm a geek and a nerd, and I'm in your little class where it deals with geeks and nerds. Just shut up and watch the video. But anyways, I love medieval fantasy. Always have. I find it's much more inviting, I guess you could say, in terms of getting into medieval fantasy more, because I feel like it's not as in depth in terms of like maybe terminology, like when you deal with sci-fi, dealing more with like, you know, cyborgs and cybernetics and futuristic stuff and guns and things of that nature, you know. But when you're like in medieval fantasy, you can get really deep with it, obviously, but it's just like the terminology itself seems just a bit more easier to understand and get into. I'm pretty sure there's some of you out there that know where I'm coming from with it. It's funny, it all started out with Origins. Obviously, that's the first one. I played it on PS3, and I loved it. And then it came time to where, actually, I think I still have my first PS3 copy, as a matter of fact. No, wait a minute. I think I got it on 360 first, because I had a 360 before I had a PS3, because the PS3 was the price is too damn high for the PS3 back in the day. $600. Fuck that. Oh, no way, not happening. I didn't even get my PS3, my first PS3 at that price. I think I got it at half that price, which is what it should have been in the first damn place. That's why I didn't sell. Thank God Sony actually pulled their head out of their ass this time and went ahead and sold the PS4 at $400. That is more reliable when it first came out. Not $600 freaking dollars. I could get a gaming PC for that. Could build one for cheaper than that, obviously, and it'd be more powerful than your freaking PS3 with your cell processing. Which, from what I've heard, some developers couldn't even develop games like they wanted to because of the fact that the cell processor wasn't actually working with them like it should. So thank God he changed that technology just as well. But then it came time where I got on PS3. Kind of did some different motives with that in terms of like story choices and paths and things that I took and characters and all of that. But it's funny because even though it's my favorite series, Inquisition is the only one that I've actually finished in terms of dealing with the main storyline. I never finished Origins. I think I got it right at the last battle, and I wanted to try and like respec myself, which basically means, you know, respecifying or allocating, a la carte, Dracula, whatever, just taking my points and sticking them in other powers. And I realized, apparently from what I saw, I couldn't freaking do that, which aggravated the piss out of me. So then finally, I ended up going ahead and just saying, well, fuck it, I'm going to start over. I know what you're saying. You're right at the last battle. Why'd you do that, you dumb fuck? Yeah, well, I know. But then again, starting back over again is you know, good because you get to experience all these other stories and whatnot. But one day I'll end up finally getting to that and finally end up being the final boss, which I actually plan on also getting Origins on PC just as well, just so I can have that overhead tactical view, which didn't come on the console versions. Now it is, though, with Inquisition it is, where you can do the tactical view, overhead tactical view, just as well as you could be down, on the ground with the characters. But the thing is that I loved everything. I tried to soak up everything I could about Origins. Everything that I could. And then 2 came out, and I was really excited for it. And you might have seen that Dragon Age 2 shirt that I have in some of my videos. And I did like Dragon Age 2. I did. Obviously, there were some complaints. Mostly, though, the ratings were very high on it. A lot of people really liked it. Obviously, being stuck in like one capital or one city for the entire game and only branching out a little bit outside of it really ticked people off. And I understand that because I was the same way. I mean, I would have loved to have a lot of more diversity in the backgrounds and the environments and everything that you go through. But that didn't happen. It also sucked for you having to go back through other environments once again, to go through and check out everything when going through another quest, when you were like, well, I was just in this cave before, but now I'm going through it backwards, going into this quest. I'm like, you know, it's stupid. What the hell is up with that? You know, which is totally understandable, and I totally agree with it. But I still went through the game and got all the way up to the end, and I think it was the final boss, and I don't know if I got hooked up on another game and forgot to go back to it, but I'm the type of person where when it comes to save files that I don't use for a long period of time, and I know this sounds stupid, but this is just how I do things, but I've kind of gotten a grasp on it now where can't talk. a grasp on it now where I don't really do this anymore, where I go and delete old saves that I don't use for a long period of time. And I kind of did that with Dragon Age 2 because when I was there, I just went on through it and just pushed right along and got there to the end. And I'm like, well, I'm not beating this guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and start over. While I was playing this other game, whatever it was, that's what I was thinking at the time because I kind of lost track of what exactly was going on in the story anyways. So, which by the way, I actually want to go back through Dragon Age 2 once again because I also have the DLC for it as well. I don't think I have all the DLC. I don't have all the DLC for Origins either. And of course, this was back when Origins was out. I was a sucker for DLC because I was kind of thinking, okay, well, they're actually taking time to let this stuff marinate. They're actually taking time to make new DLC and all this other stuff. That's what I was thinking at the time. In reality, they probably already could have had it made and they just was going to have it be unlocked on the disc or they didn't put it on the disc, but whatever. You know, that's all in the past. I'm not like that anymore. When Dragon Age 2 came out, I think there was only a couple things that I got, and I think they were actually on sale. So I didn't even bother with like getting them at full price or whatever. So I got them on like flash sales or something like that. And of course, you know, when there's a game that you're really, really into, it can get to that point where you're just like, oh my god, I have to play this, I have to blah, blah, blah. You know, or it can come to a point where you end up getting the Game of the Year edition later on down the road if you choose to do so. Which actually I think I did for, no I didn't. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. I wasn't thinking that far back. But the thing is that after Dragon Age 2, went ahead and Dragon Age Inquisition. And this one just totally blew my mind. This by far had to be my favorite one because of the simple fact that it was just out of control awesome. Huge open worlds. I mean, from what I heard, like the first area that you go into was bigger than Origins and Dragon Age 2 put together. That's from what I've heard. I don't know if they're talking about all of the areas that you go to in both of those games put together or just like certain areas of the game put together. Whatever. The bottom line is it's massive. And I spent a lot of time in that first area. And it's funny because I actually read an article about the BioWare saying, when you get Dragon Age Inquisition, don't spend all your time in this first area. Go ahead and branch out and go. Come back to this area because they want them to explore all these other areas because they created this whole first area so huge. It's like, oh my god. I was like, where does it end? I don't want it to, but I kind of want it to because I want to progress onward, which I did, and then I came back later. But I loved everything about Inquisition, and I finished it, and I loved it, and it was every single area you go to is different. It's nothing like Dragon Age 2. Every single area you go to is different, which is what Dragon Age 2 should have been. And thank you, BioWare, for doing that. I hope you do the exact same thing with the next Dragon Age game because it was just freaking amazing. I loved it to death. And I got more addicted to Inquisition as well, wanting to try to explore everything that there was in it, which I'm still trying to do that to this day. But yeah, it's just a quick little video. Well, actually, it's about 18 minutes long almost, but it's a quick little video with the fact of me just expressing my joy for one of my favorite game series, one of my favorite RPG series, which is the Dragon Age series. Maybe I'll do one about Mass Effect sometimes, because I played the shit out of Mass Effect 2, let me tell you. I only went through Mass Effect 3 once. Maybe that was one reason why I was so upset. Well, I wasn't so upset. I was a little disappointed with the final ending, and I went and saw the final ending that was free to download, and, you know, it was alright, but whatever. You know, that's all done now. I mean, I will go back and play through it again to try to see what the other story paths are all about, and so be it. But I love the Mass Effect series just as well. I'll probably do a video on that sometime in the future also. I don't have any extra, you know, so what does it call, like supplemental content or whatever, like I do with Dragon Age with these two books. But yeah, I mean, still, I have all the games, and they're just as well amazing in all their epicness, you know. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and I'm going to end this like I always do, because Far Cry, oh God, hell no, I can't stand the Far Cry series. That's just my opinion. Don't shit on me. That's my damn opinion. Shut the fuck up. Fallout 4, Far Harbor, playing that nice little piece of yumminess in all of its glory. Yeah, so anyways, I remember I mentioned once before about the whole DLC thing, and which is true, but from everything that I've experienced so far with Far Harbor and everything I've read about it, it's not piecemeal DLC. It's big. It's a large place, and from what I've seen so far, it's got quite a few quests. So, yeah, it's that I didn't bother with that damn season pass bullshit. I didn't bother with that at all. Screw that season pass bullshit. And there was and all the other DLC that they've released, I haven't given a shit about, and I haven't gotten, and I won't. But Far Harbor was just like, woo. It's like I gotta experience this. Especially they end up actually adding in the harpoon gun. Yeah, that'd be fun. They actually ended up adding in the harpoon gun in this, which actually, from what I've heard, somebody I think playing on the PC version found the harpoon gun and they had unlocked it as like a usable weapon or something in the PC version. So obviously they ended up unlocking a weapon that was supposed to be in the DLC, which is this, which further goes to prove that it seems like they could have put freaking Far Harbor on the damn disc, because if you found a weapon in the game that you can't use, that you had to get in the PC version, that you can't get in the console version, that you had to go ahead and go in there and play with the code and unlock it to be able to use it, it further goes to prove you could have put Far Harbor on the disc. But anyways, I wasn't having anything to play for a long period of time, and I ended up getting paid, so I went ahead and got it. I'm going to shut up now. That's a long-ass video. So, yeah. But if you guys want more Far Harbor, if you guys want more Fallout, definitely go ahead and get Far Harbor. It's worth it. Get it. But yeah, I'm wacky today, as you can tell. I've lost my freaking mind. But anyways, yeah, guys. Later, taters.